up like a main page with a description and a subpage.
Yeah.
And I embedded a video on the subpage, although that didn't work because all I see on that page is the code.
Oh no!
So I guess you have to go
Seriously?
in. You know what? I put it in the WYSIWYG editor, and the WYSIWYG editor said, "Okay, print this code." So obviously, I need to hit a tab that says, "Let me edit the source code to do embedding." That's a little pepcac there.
It also says that Google Sites are collaborative, which is a big difference and pretty cool because it says it makes them ideal for team projects, company intranets, community groups, classrooms, clubs, family updates, and even.
Yeah, so it is more of a content manager in that way.
Right.
Yeah, it was previously tied only to Google Apps. That businesses would use that way, so that can make sense.
Also opening is something called Muse Open, which puts classical recordings and scores in the public domain.
Yeah, pretty sweet. I actually like this a lot. There's all this old music, that's in the public domain and everything, but current recordings aren't necessarily in the public domain. So you've got these old Beethoven scores or whatever, but you can't actually use like the current recordings.
Right, because if the London Philharmonic has recorded it, they own the copyright on their performance.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's a little known fact about the public domain music.
Right, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But what this attempts to do is, say, instead of me wanting to purchase for $5 this recording, I get $5 through this service to a performer, and at a certain point, that performer then records the recording, allowing it to be distributed to the public domain. So you basically enable a current recording of these public domain works to be used however you want. Films, whatever you want to use it for. I think it's awesome.
I like any amount of money too. The $5.
Right. Just as an example.
Yeah, it's like Kiva meets Eventful, right? Where the fans pick what gets done, a la Eventful, where the fans pick what cities the artist tours.
Because they're pledging contributions to specific pieces.
It's a la Kiva, where it's like people get together to fund something. In Kiva, you're funding the Lipstick Farmer in Cambodia.
Right.
Here, you're funding the publication and dedication to public domain of a classical work.
And you don't get paid back, but you get performances of classical pieces that you may be able to use later.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. A little screenshot is cool and also gives a sense of what people are most interested in. Apparently Mozart, pretty popular. Goldberg variations, not so much.
Chopin, not so much.
Public domain is a great thing. Maybe Oregon could learn from it.
Maybe sites. A couple of sites are apparently ready to sue Oregon over the state of Oregon's claims that they cannot reproduce state law because of copyright. So they're not saying that the laws themselves are copyrighted material.
Right.
What they basically claim is copyrighted is the pagination of the law.
The lead lines and what do they call the numbering? That's basically what you're saying, the pagination, but there's a fancy name for
Yeah,
it.
the
Lead
section
lines
headers.
and numbering for each section and tables and indexes. So the text of the laws themselves is public domain, but anything that organizes them, the state of Oregon claims they did the work to make them organized, and so they have a copyright on them.